Welcome to the Shake Up Learning Back to School Conference. I am Mattina, and I will be presenting on a good few Chrome extensions. So let's get started.
All right, so let me introduce myself before we get started. Again, my name is Mattina. I am from New Jersey. I am a full-time teacher. This year I'll be teaching computer science to middle school students. I am also the host of the Sweet Talk, which is a YouTube show and podcast about paying it forward and helping other educators around the world to use technology effectively in the classroom. I am also an author. I co-authored 2 books with Alice Keeler, Stepping Up to Google Classroom, and our newest book, Teaching with Google Jamboard. Both are available on Amazon for purchase. I am also a Google certified trainer and educator, as well as a Shake Up Learning trainer. I am a WeVideo, Wakelet ambassador, Ozobot ambassador, book creator ambassador, and I'm just got my Brain Pop certification as well. So let's get started. All right, so the first Chrome extension that I would like to introduce you to is Bitmoji. And with Bitmoji, it will allow you to create a custom avatar, digital avatar of yourself. So you can click on this link here and go to the Chrome Web Store and download it. What you have to do first is download Bitmoji to a mobile device, an iPad or a phone, and set up your account through your mobile device. And then once you do that, you can log in to Bitmoji through the web. But initially, you have to set it up through a mobile device. Now, one thing that I want to show you really quick is when you go to the Chrome Web Store and you download Chrome extensions, all of your Chrome extensions are going to appear up here at the top right. If by some chance you do not see your Chrome extension appear here, you may need to go into your Chrome settings and pin that extension to your Chrome browser. So for example, here, I'm going to click on the puzzle icon, and I'm going to find Bitmoji in the list. And you can see here that my pin is toggled on. If I hover over it, it's asking me if I want to unpin it. So if I click on it, it will remove it from the Chrome extension area in the browser. These pin icons here are toggle buttons. So when you click on it once, it will turn it on. When you click on it again, it will turn it off. So initially, Bitmoji may not show up here. You have to pin it to your browser. So you would come in here and click on the puzzle, find Bitmoji in the list, and click on the push pin icon, and it will now be pinned to your Chrome extension area. So please keep that in mind when you're installing these Chrome extensions. So Bitmoji, why do we do this? Why would we use Bitmoji? Okay, to personalize our instruction, to personalize our resources, it's fun. You know, it's just a nice way to make a connection with the students. You can change your outfits according to the seasons or maybe to your favorite sports team. And it's just another way to make a connection with your students and personalize your digital resources. I personally found it to be very helpful during remote learning, and I found that the kids were, they were more interested in the resource. So the next Chrome extension that I'd like to show you is called Bitly, bit.ly, and basically it's a URL shortener, and it's a great URL shortener because it will allow you to customize your links and it will give you analytics. But you have to be careful because it is case sensitive. So if you go to the Chrome Web Store, okay, you're going to download it, and it's going to appear here at the top right corner. And when you click on it, it's going to give you a URL shortener. So let's just say I go over to my presentation and I click on the Bitly icon, and automatically it gives me a URL shortener. Now, what's nice about this is I can customize the URL address. So I can customize the back half here. Remember, it's case sensitive. So you may want to keep that in mind when you're creating a customized URL. So for this, I can just say Chrome. I can just put, let's do Shake Up Learning, Chrome extensions. All right, and I'm going to click Save. And now you can see my bit.ly saved. And I can copy this. I can copy it. Well, it's right here. I can copy it. And I can go over to a new tab, paste it, and you can see that my presentation comes up. Okay, so bit.ly will allow you to customize your resources, your URL addresses, and it will also give you analytics. So if I go over to a new tab and I go to the website and I sign in, which I am, you can see here all of the other resources that I use bit.ly for, and you will be able to see that I have some analytics here. So this one here gives me some information of how many people clicked on it and how many people access it through a date range. So that might be nice for you to know if you have a purpose for that. bit.ly does give you that information, and you can create the account for free. So it gives you that information for free. All right. So we're going to move on to the next one. And the next Chrome extension is Confetti Cannon. And this is a great little Chrome extension. It's just for fun. You can use it to reward your students, maybe to give students some type of acknowledgement, birthdays, maybe the end of the week goals that they accomplished, anything that will promote some type of celebration or success. You can use Confetti Cannon. And if I click on it here in my Chrome extension area, all it does is it just throws confetti out onto the screen. So if you're teaching, elementary students, K1, 2, 3 maybe, this would be a great little addition to any type of success. And really, I think it can be used, in any grade level, because all students want to celebrate success somehow or another. So again, you can go to the Chrome Web Store and you can download it and pin it to your Chrome extension area in your browser. So the next Chrome extension that I'd like to show you is DFTube, and it's a great extension because it will remove all of the ads and any upcoming videos on the side of your YouTube video. So it takes away all that distraction from your video. So let me show you. So here is a GIF that I created. Here's the video of this hummingbird. And you can see here on the side, I have all of the upcoming videos, similar videos that are similar to my main video, my ads. You can see that they all appear here. When I click on DFTube and activate it, it will remove all of those ads, as you can see here in this GIF. So DFTube is a great extension for you to use if you're showing your students a video, maybe as a whole group, in the class on the projector, and it's just a great way to keep the kids focused on the main video or the main content. So the next Chrome extension is Emoji Keyboard by Joy Pixels, and I personally like this Chrome extension, this application, because I'm used to it. I just find it to be easier. It helps bring attention to certain items in your resources. So You can include, finger pointing, you can include stars, you can include emojis, symbols. It's another way to personalize your instruction. You can use it to sort information and also for social emotional learning as well. So what it does is it will allow you to copy an object to the clipboard and paste it into a Google Doc or Google Classroom or even a Wakelet collection. So I will show you that. So if I click on the emoji keyboard for Joy Pixels, and over here it brings up a window and I can search for an emoji, I can search for food, I can search for objects, all right, transportation. There's a whole bunch of different categories here that I can search for. And I like this because it gives you, like if I hover over the icon, it'll give me a little description of what that icon is. So you can see this icon says it's a compass. All right, so it clearly identifies the object with when you hover over it. So if I go back here and I search thumbs up, all right, I can click on that, and now you see here it copied it. And what I can do here is go back into my presentation and I can paste it right in there. So it's a great way to, again, sort information, personalize your instruction, bring certain items to focus. All right. So I know there's other Chrome extensions out there that you can use, but I personally like this one the best. All right, so the next one is Edpuzzle, and Edpuzzle is a great extension because it will allow you to take a YouTube video and modify it in your Edpuzzle account. So you can add your own questions in a YouTube video very easily. You must have an Edpuzzle account in order to do this because it's going to take that content and save it into your account. So again, you go to the Chrome Web Store, you download Edpuzzle, and what that's going to do is if you go to a video on YouTube, oops, it will put an Edit with Edpuzzle button here. Okay, and that button is going to allow you to insert your own questions right into this video. So if I click on Edit with Edpuzzle, all right, it brings me into Edpuzzle, it brings me into my account, and now I can go into questions and I can insert multiple choice questions, open-ended questions, and notes. And when I hit finish, it will save that version in my Edpuzzle account. So it's a great extension. If you're using Edpuzzle, I would highly recommend getting the Edpuzzle Chrome extension because it will help you use your time more wisely. It's more time effective and you will be very happy with it. I heard a lot of great feedback with the Edpuzzle Chrome extension from teachers in my school. So let me get out of some of these tabs. Okay. Another handy Chrome extension is Equatio. And Equatio will allow you to insert math equations, formulas into Google Slides, Docs, Forms, Jams, and even drawing files. It inserts the equation as an image, and then you can, you can resize the image if you need to, move it around in the app. And manipulate it the way you want. So again, you go to the Chrome Web Store. Here it is. All right. And when you click on it, let me go. I am going to use my presentation here. And when you click on Equatio, what's going to happen is a toolbar is going to show up here on the bottom. This is the Equatio toolbar. And you can go into the equation editor. You can handwrite your equations. You can speak your equations. And Equatio will interpret what you're writing or saying, and it will insert that into the Google app document. Move It is another Chrome extension that I want to explain to you, but since it popped up on my screen, we're going to do it right now. So Move It is a Chrome extension that will pop up on your screen during certain time intervals, so you can set that, you can customize that setting, and it will allow students to move. It will present random exercises to your class, and your students and yourself can participate in that movement. So this here says rub your entire left arm with your right hand. All right, it's just a brain break. It's just so students can get up out of their seats, move around a little bit, take a 30-second break, and then get back into working. It's a great extension because you can set the interval. So you can set a 5-minute interval, a 10-minute interval, a 15-minute interval, and it'll keep the kids focused on the task. So I'm going to get to this in a minute, but this is what Move It looks like. So I'm going to click done. So back to Equatio. So if I click on the equation editor, here I can start typing an equation, and you can insert text, you can insert formulas in here as well. So, and I can favorite them. So if I go to, let's do formulas, and let's just go to, let's see if I can find something. Area of a circle, see I favored that. Let's do area of a parallelogram, I can favor that as well. All right, and if I go to my favorites, okay, it shows that. So if I click on it, it automatically inserts that formula, and now I can replace my symbols with numbers. And if I click on insert math, okay, it's going to insert that image into my Google slide. Okay, so I'm going to just close out my Equatio box there, and there's the equation. Okay, so it's a great Chrome extension for math teachers, for STEM teachers, for science. There's a lot of options in here that I would highly recommend that you look into. So I'm going to turn it off. Again, I just click on the Equatio Chrome extension and the toolbar is gone. All right, this is great for jams as well. So you can create a new jam, insert your equations into the jam, and then have your students collaborate together on each equation. So this is a great activity if you're having your students work in small groups. They can talk out how to solve the equation, collaborate with one another, and get to the answer. So I would highly recommend using Equatio with Jamboard. Jiffy for Chrome. It's so much fun. You can drag and drop GIFs and stickers into all of your resources. Okay, you can even customize your text. All right, why would we do this? It's a focal point. Okay, if you wanted to have students look at a certain area of a document, or if you wanted to point out something important, this is a great extension that you can use to do that, all right? And you're engaging like your students with the content as well. So again, you can go to the Chrome Web Store, okay, download Jiffy for Chrome, and what it will do is, let me go back into here. Okay, I'm going to use my Chrome extensions presentation as an example. So if I click on the Jiffy for Chrome, all right, I get this window, all right, and I can search for GIFs here. So if I just say happy, all right, I can pick one of these GIFs. I can insert it into my presentation or my document, all right, and what you have to do is, I don't know why, but it inserts two objects. One's the GIF and one is a text box. So you have to click on the text box and delete it. And now you have the GIF there. All right, so you can do that. You can search for just stickers. You can search for emojis. And you can customize your own text here. So if I just do Shake Up Learning, all right, I can take these and I can drag it into my presentation. And now I have a custom GIF. So it's fun, all right? You can have your kids, introduce your kids to this. If you're not really a fan of this, introduce it to your kids and then have your kids create like maybe a vision board or a meme about themselves or something that they did this summer, or maybe a reflection, an image or a picture reflection from a novel that they read. So it's just another fun way to make connections with your students and have engaging content. But again, you don't want to overdo it because then it becomes distraction, right? So it has to be balanced, right? All right. The next Chrome extension is HelperBird, and HelperBird is free. Let me say it again, it's free. And it's a great extension for accessibility and dyslexia students, really for SPED students. It's awesome. It's very similar to Read and Write for Google, but it offers a lot more free features, all right? Again, it targets students with special needs, especially dyslexia, all right? And it includes an immersive reader as well. So if you go to the Chrome Web Store and download the HelperBird Chrome extension, okay, and pin it to your Chrome browser, you'll see the extension live right up here. And what you can do is you can, well, let's do it. Let's see. Let's do National Geographic for kids. And let's find a video, or I want to find a blog. Let's see if there's something in here. Okay, so here's my article. Now, if I click on HelperBird and activate that, nice, there it goes. Okay. Again, you don't have to upgrade. A lot of the features in here are free that will help students. Okay, so you can specialize your font. You can enable that, and you can see right away that my font on this article changed. I can pick a different font. So let's just say Open Dyslexia Bold. Okay, and you can see that it automatically updated my content. So it really specializes for special ed students, especially with dyslexia, because all of these fonts are geared for, most of them are geared for dyslexia. Okay, the Open Dyslexic and the Lexend fonts. You can adjust your word spacing. So if I turn that on, okay, now look how much space is in between my words. Okay, and I love that it does that automatically. It just refreshes the settings automatically, and my students can continue working. All right, So that's a great feature. Again, it's free. Okay, I'm going to turn that off for a minute. The letter spacing, again, I can turn that on, and look how it refreshes and shows the updated version with the letter spacing enabled. Okay, I can adjust it and it will automatically refresh. I just love that about Helper Bird. All right, I can change the font size. Now we're getting into some of the upgraded features, but for the most part, a lot of the free features are awesome. You have the magnifier here that you can turn on. The highlighter is an upgraded feature. Immersive Reader is built into this as well, and that's free. You can change the theme. So if I wanted to have a dark theme or a light theme, I can do that as well. Okay, text to speech is also available for free in Helper Bird. And a lot of these other features of Helper Bird are upgraded. The highlight color I can turn on, and students can now highlight different parts of the paragraph on the screen. All right, so it's really a great Chrome extension. I would highly recommend that you download it. I'm going to just turn it off. And I have to go down and turn off all the ones that I turned on. So it is disabled, or I could have just disabled it right from the beginning, but now you can see it's off. So Helper Bird is a great Chrome extension for SPED students, and really it can really be helpful for all students. So I highly recommend that one. IORAD is a great Chrome extension because it will allow you to create tutorials. All right, and having tutorials available during class is a great way for students to learn at their own pace, okay? And what it does is it will take each step through the tutorial very slowly, and it highlights or points out the part of the screen that needs to be active, okay? So as you're going through the tutorial, all of the different areas on the screen will be highlighted because that is telling the user to click on that button or that link to continue on through the tutorial. So it's a great Chrome extension. If you do get the premium version, it will allow you to download the tutorial as a PDF file. It will read the tutorial in a native language, and it'll even display the instructions in the native language as well. So it's a great Chrome extension to use. And you can even have your students use IORAD to maybe explain something that they're doing in their group through the tutorial. So it's a nice way to use it with your students and have your students use it with their peers as well. Kami is a great Chrome extension, again, because it will allow you to annotate on PDF files. And it's nice because you can use Kami and connect right to your Google Drive. You can create an assignment right in Kami and share it right to Google Classroom. And you can use it as feedback as well. If you have the free version, I think you get the voice comments. But if you have an upgraded version, then you get the video commenting, the screen capture commenting feature of Kami. And you can also use Kami as a digital whiteboard. So you can add a blank page. You can use all of the features of Kami, the math formula toolbar, the highlighting features, and you can annotate on it and use it as a whiteboard. So don't forget that Kami is a very powerful Chrome extension that you can use that tool for that purpose. Moat. Moat is awesome. And Moat is free. Okay, so what Moat is it will allow you to record audio comments and insert the link to that audio comment right into your Google Apps file. The free version of Moat will allow you to record 30 seconds of audio. If you upgrade, it will allow you to record 90 seconds. All right. And it's just a great way to give your students feedback. First of all, it will allow you to provide feedback more quickly. Students get to hear your voice. They get to hear the tone of your voice when you're giving them feedback. It's awesome. And anywhere you see the purple M in your Google Apps, that's where you can use Moat. Okay, so again, I'll go to the Chrome Web Store and I'll download Moat. All right, and pin it to your Chrome extensions, and so it'll appear here in the Chrome in your Chrome browser. And anywhere you see this extension or this icon, that's where you can use Moat. So let me escape out of my presentation. All right, and I'm in Google Slides, so you can see here, I can click on Moat and I can record, but just say I wanted to go into, we'll just do docs.new. Okay, I don't see the Moat icon anywhere here. Okay, so it's not as obvious here. So if I just go, all right, I type something in and now I highlight it and I click the plus sign to add a comment. Now, oops. Okay, remember this Chrome extension, move it. Again, 15 jumping jacks, random exercises. Okay, remember that because I'm coming to it. All right, back to Moat. So if I highlight something in my Google Doc and I want to put a comment here, now you can see the Moat icon. And if I click on this, I can record a comment right within Google Docs and give feedback to my students. Okay, and it'll give the student the link to my comment. Okay, now the students don't need to have Moat installed to hear your comment. Okay, if they don't have it installed, that's fine. They will still be able to hear it. It'll just take them to the Moat website to hear your comment. Okay, if they do have it installed, then they'll see the comment embedded in the doc and they can simply click on play. And they can listen to your comment. So it's a great Chrome extension. It saves so much time. I heard so many teachers this past school year, complain about how much time it takes to give feedback to the students. Using Moat will really cut down the time that it will take to give feedback. Okay, so again, it saves time. Students can listen to your tone, listen to themselves, revise their work. All right, it gives them a way to check themselves. It accommodates all students, okay? It's not just for special ed students, it's for everyone. And what's nice is that all of your Moats are saved in your drive, and the folder is called Moat Audio, okay? And again, students don't need the Chrome extension to hear the recording. Now, if you fill out this form from me, you will receive 60 days of unlimited Moat for free. Okay, so that is all of the premium Moat extensions or features that Moat offers for free. So you'd have to fill out this form, and the representative from Moat will provide you with 2 extra months of Moat Unlimited. Just make sure you put your name in here and give your email address that you're going to start using Moat with, and hit submit. Okay, be sure you do that because he will give you extra 60 days of Moat. So where can you use Moat? Well, you can use it in Google Classroom. Okay, when you give a private comment to students, you'll see the Moat icon appear here in the private comment area. You can also use Moat in the instructions of an assignment in Google Classroom as well. The Moat icon appears there. I showed you that Moat can be used for Google Docs feedback in the commenting feature here. So you'll see the Moat icon there. You can also use Moat in Google Slides. It appears a little differently. It'll appear in the above the toolbar in Google Slides. You can also use it in Forms, all right, where you can record a question. And what's cool about this is that you can personalize the audio icon. So when you put a Moat recording into a Google Doc or Google Slides, it's going to give you that speaker icon, that gray speaker icon. So what you can do is actually, you can replace that image with your profile picture or maybe with your Bitmoji. And when students see that icon, your face or your avatar, they can click on that and then they'll know that that's your voice. So it's just another way of personalizing your resources for students. Instead of having the speaker, you can insert your Bitmoji or your profile picture here. Okay, now this Chrome extension, Momentum, is a great, peaceful Chrome extension. What it does is it will give you a mindful start when you're maybe going to a new tab, starting the day. It'll add inspirations, quotes, images, the temperature, the time, a to-do list, reminders right on the screen. And why would you use this? Really for a brain break, right? If a captivating image comes up, you may want to glance at it, find out where that image was taken, and it's just a nice way to really just take a break and look at nature. So again, you can go to the Chrome Web Store and download it. And what you can do is, if I open up a new tab, you can see here that it brings up the screen, the Momentum screen. Okay, and I got the time. It gives me a nice little greeting. What is my main focus today? I can add all of this information. I can customize all of this information. Down here, it gives me the location of this picture. I can add, the weather here as well, a to-do list. So it's just a nice little way to, look at imagery, refocus on your goals for the day, maybe be inspired by one of the quotes that will come up. It's a mindful Chrome extension, basically. But what you can do with this is you can also have the students install it, and it can actually become a discussion, right? So if one of the students shares it or screen shares or shares it to the projector in the big screen in your classroom, you can discuss it for 5 minutes, okay? And it could be a nice little way to start the day. Here we go. Here's Move It. Okay, so this is the extension that has been popping up throughout my presentation. All right, and Move It is a Chrome extension that will get you moving, okay? It will display random exercises for specific time periods or timer intervals. And it will get the kids up, it will get the kids moving, all right? And then after you move around a little bit, you hit done, the screen goes away, and it will come back every few minutes, okay? So I will show you that. let's go back. So if I click on, let me get out of this. I'm going to open up a new tab. I'm going to go to Move It. Okay, so here, all right, you've been seeing it pop up on my screen during this presentation. I can change the interval exercise. So if I wanted to have it display a random exercise every 5 minutes, it will. All right, I can change it to every 10. All right, it's just a nice way to get the kids up and moving. It gives them a break. It gets them to refocus. And honestly, it's a very productive extension. I've used it in class. I've gotten very good feedback, positive results from it. I would highly recommend trying it out. Another Chrome extension that I highly recommend is Nimbus. It's a screen capturing tool, but you can use it to edit and annotate images. You can create screencasts from it. It's really an awesome Chrome extension. I honestly can't live without it. It's one of my go-to Chrome extensions. So let's just click on it here. All right, I don't know if it's going to do this particular screen. So let me go into, let's go back into this and see if I can find some kind of article here again. All right, now if I click on Nimbus, I can capture the entire page, which is right here. I can capture a selected area, which would be more of what I have to define. Then if I click Edit, I can go in here and I get a toolbar. And now I can point things out. All right, I can add, change the color of my arrow or of my objects. But if I wanted to, I can go in here and I can add different focal points. I can even blur out different parts of this area as well. So if I wanted to do this, so if you had student pictures in here or student names, you can blur it out to protect the identity. It's a really great Chrome extension, especially if you're taking a lot of screenshots and you need to edit. Nimbus is a great Chrome extension for that. So after you edit, you can hit done, and then you can save the image right to your device or your Google Drive. Noisely, I think that's how you say it. It's a great Chrome extension because it'll provide white noise. Okay, it's a peaceful background application that will just set a calming tone, and it'll give you a timer. So, you know, you can set the noise to be nature or maybe rain falling or a thunderstorm, and it'll just set a peaceful, calm tone for your class. So if I go into Noisel, okay, it has a timer here that I can change, I can set. Okay, so right, the default is 25 minutes. But I can go into here and I can click on, just say productivity. And here I can customize what kind of sounds I want to hear. So I have a rainstorm, right, hear the rain, right, and lightning. And I've used this with my students and I had them guess what kind of sound effects they heard, and they were all very engaged. So it's a great way to calm your students down, even if they come in from the playground or back from lunch. Have them listen to the sounds that you're playing, and let them hear it. And they have to actually be quiet to hear everything. And you'll be surprised how engaged they are. It kind of puts them into a tone, a calming tone, and it really does work. So I would try it. You have nothing to lose. Okay. Screencastify is another Chrome extension that I use. It's another go-to Chrome extension that will allow you to screen record. You can record your screen, your webcam, or both. You can share it in various ways. Share it to YouTube, Classroom, Edpuzzle, Wakelet. You could even download it as an MP4 or export it as a GIF. But what's nice is Screencastify has a new feature, or it's pretty new, called Screencastify Submit. And what it does, it will prompt students with a video. It allows students to respond using video. Okay, so it's similar to Flipgrid, but you as the teacher don't record yourself. What you do is you actually type what the student's prompt is. So here in Screencastify, you select their recording type, how you want them to record their response. You name the assignment, and here in the instructions, you type in what the prompt is that you want your students to answer. Okay, you configure it, and then you share the link. Okay, so it gives you a link. You can copy the link. You can put it in Google Classroom or in a HyperDoc or in your student management system. And students now click on the link and they record their prompt. It's so darn easy. It's very similar to Flipgrid, but it's a little bit easier because you don't have to record your prompt. You're just typing your prompt. So I would highly recommend that. And what it does is, what's nice is that it will email you if you set it up. It will email you and notify you when a video was submitted, and all of the videos are saved in your drive. And the folder is called Screencastify Submit. And each video is named with the student's name on it. So it really is very simple to access their videos. You can do it from Google Drive, or you can do it right from Screencastify Submit, which is in Screencastify. So let's see it. So if I click on Screencastify, and I click on the three dots, and I go to Submit. Now with the free version of Screencastify, I could only have one assignment active at a time. So you can see I have 5 assignments, 4 of them are closed, 1 is open, okay? And I can copy the link here, and I can share it in Google Classroom if I wanted to. But if I wanted to see these 5 submissions, I can click on it from here. Oops, I think I deleted the folder. Let's see. Let's go back into Drive. You know what? I'm in my other account. In the wrong account. Let's see if it'll work. Let's see, Screencastify. I think I deleted the folder because I was cleaning up my drive. So there's Screencastify Submit. Yeah, and see, I only have the RK Middle School response folder in here. So the other assignments, I did delete their responses. But you can go in there and you can see all of the recordings from Screencastify, or you can go right into Drive to see it. Either way, you will be able to access the recording and the responses. Sure links a lot. I just found this Chrome extension recently, and it's awesome because what it does is it will take any Google Apps URL and it will change it. So it will either force a copy of that Google Doc or presentation, a preview, a template, or PDF. And you can copy the link and paste it into your resource. So it's a great shortcut. I would highly recommend using it. It's so darn easy to use. Unfortunately, right now it's not compatible with Jams or Forums, but it is compatible with Docs, Slides, Sheets, and Drawings. And Wakelet. So Wakelet is a great Chrome extension because it will allow you to collect or curate information from the web and add it into different Wakelet collections in your profile. So here's the Move It Chrome extension again, guys. Okay, so here's the random exercise. I'm just going to hit done to get out of it. So Wakelet will allow you to surf the web, download, or collect blogs or resources or videos and add it right into a Wakelet collection. So let's just say, for example, I have this, and I'm going to click on the W here for Wakelet. And it's saying, where do you want to save this item? Okay, so this is the resource, this is my video, these are my collections here. So if I wanted to save this video into, well, we can save it in Edpuzzle Tutorials. And I click save. Now that video gets saved directly into my Wakelet collection called Edpuzzle Tutorials. So I don't have to go back and forth between copying the URL and pasting it. It does it automatically. So if I go into my Wakelet, I go into Edpuzzle Tutorials, and you can see it's right here. All right, so it's such a great tool. If you're a Wakelet user, I would highly recommend that you download that Chrome extension. YNote is another handy Chrome extension for students. It will allow students to take notes during a video, and students can download those notes as PDF files, and it's shared in your Google Drive as well. So you can encourage students to download YNote, and while they're watching their videos, students can take notes, and it will keep track of the timestamp that you added that note. So as you can see here in this GIF, I'm adding a note, and the timestamp is 33 seconds. Okay, and you can see that it's keeping track of all of my notes here for that video, and it saves it all in Google Docs, okay, which is nice. You can download it as a Chrome PDF file, but it's a nice tool for students to really use. And you can see here in the GIF that I have my note, and it shows the part of the video that that note belongs to or is associated with. And it's down right here in this video. I'm downloading it as a PDF. So you can students can take their digital notes that they took during the video, and they can download it into a PDF file. So it's a great Chrome extension for students. If you want to have your students try it, I would recommend doing it with one class first, work out all the quirks, and then introduce it to additional classes, just so you don't get overwhelmed. I do have a Wakelet Chrome extension collection that you can check out. It has more Chrome extensions available, but there's a lot of Chrome extensions that I didn't go over, but I find that some of these are more helpful for teachers depending on your purpose. But you can check out my Wakelet collection as well. And that wraps up this session. I went over a lot of Chrome extensions. I hope you found them helpful. You can check me out at the Suite Talk. That's www.thesuite.talk.com. Check out my website. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check out past episodes of other educators from around the world, paying it forward, sharing their expertise, sharing what they know so that other people can try and get out of their comfort zone or try something new. And, we're all learning together. Follow me on Twitter. You can email me at kim@shakeuplearning.com. Check out my books, Teaching with Google Jamboard and Stepping Up to Google Classroom. They're both available on Amazon.